In this video, we are going to do a little mini yin session for lower body. It'll stretch our hips and our inner thighs. So we'll begin in an all fours position, hands and knees, and we'll just get the body moving a little bit before we come into those held poses. So in yin, we hold poses for 1 to 3 minutes, and we want to warm up a little bit first. So come into your hands and knees. With an inhale, tip your seat up, reach your heart forward. Exhale, round your spine. Inhaling and exhaling. A couple more times. Next time you inhale into cow pose, which is your seat tipped up, shift your body side to side. Feel the stretch through each side body and then round into cat shape and do the same thing. Lean in, feel your stretch. We'll do it 2 more times in each pose. Last time in cow pose, shift side to side. Last time in cat pose, side to side. And then inhale back into center cat-cow. Inhale, heart forward, sit bones up. Exhale, round. And stretch your seat towards your heels. Inhale, back up. Seat tips up, heart reaches forward. Exhale, and stretch back. Let's do it 3 more times. And when you stretch back that 3rd time, we'll hold for a true child's pose. So you might take your knees a little wider, let your body nestle down. You can also stack palms or fists. And if you have any hip or knee or ankle issues that will not allow for this, you can also rest on forearms, forehead, and just let your seat hover back. Breathing wherever you find yourself. Try to feel your body breathe toward or against your legs. Coming back up to hands and knees. I'd like you to stretch your right toes back and then step that leg up and over your left foot and peek over your left shoulder. Couple of breaths here. And then take your leg around and step out like you've got a kickstand on a bike. Try not to sit in your inner arch, but glue the whole sole of your foot down. Inhale, roll open and reach. Exhale, bend your left elbow, thread through and under. Inhaling up. Exhaling through. We will do this 3 more times. Each time you thread through, see if you find a little stretch in your inner thigh. Last one. And then stepping back to center. We'll go the other way. Left toes back. Step up and over your right foot. Peek over your right shoulder and breathe. And then taking the leg around, step it out like a kickstand. Inhale, roll open, reach up with your left arm. Exhale, bend your right elbow, thread through and under. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll do 3 more. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread through. And then step back to center. Take a stretch back to child's pose, couple of breaths. One more breath in and out. And then we'll come up and we'll get situated. So have a bolster or a couple of firm couch cushions or throw pillows. And the first stretch we're going to take is our wide angle. So we'll have legs or feet rather far enough apart that we find a stretch. We're going to flex the feet. And you can either sit up tall here. You could bring your hands behind to give yourself a little encouragement. Or if you have some props, this is one of my favorite variations. My bolsters are getting very flat these days. Resting forearms on the edge of the bolster. And then to make it a little more interesting, however, if you're supported this way, bring your fingertips together in Hakini Mudra. A mudra is a hand gesture that affects how the energy moves in the body, and breath follows energy. So if you're holding this position with your hands, just close your eyes and feel and follow your breath and see what it does. As you're feeling and following that breath, I'll tell you a little bit about what this gesture is supposed to invoke. It creates balance through all the systems in the body, and it creates a nice three-part breath, breathing our whole breathing capacity. You might feel a gentle expansion through your belly and your ribs. A couple of more breaths, feeling, following what this gesture creates. Let's have one more breath in and out, and then we'll come up. We will remove any pillows or anything. We're going to move into the next position here. So I'd like you to bring your left heel in and bend your right knee as well. So we've got kind of the letter Z going on with our legs. Rest your right thigh in the cradle of your left foot. We're going to inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, turn toward your left knee. And we're going to walk out over the leg. So we might place forearms on the ground. If that feels a little bit like too much of a reach, you could also use your throw pillow or whatever you have. I'm going to keep the bolster here since I've already got it. So we're leaned over that left leg. If you need more of a stretch, feel like you scoop that left sit bone back to the back of the mat. And we're going to use our Hakini Mudra here as well. can close your eyes or just soften your gaze. And just feel and follow that movement of your breath. We can use these mudras as a meditative practice, holding the gestures and feeling, following what the breath is doing. For me, I feel a very gentle expansion of my belly against my leg. See what you feel. Couple of more breaths on this side. Let's take one more breath in and out, and then we'll come up. Let's take this right leg and straighten it out. Bring your right hand down to the mat. We'll inhale, left arm up. Exhale, lean over. Flex that right foot. Stretch and breathe. And then we'll come up and trade legs. Right heel in, left knee bent. Rest that left thigh in the right cradle of the foot. All right, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, walk out over the leg, either using the prop or not. Forearms on the prop or floor. Use your Hakini Mudra here. Feel and follow your breath. Anytime you find your mind wandering, bring your attention back to your breath. Few more breaths. Feeling, following that movement. Let's take one more breath in and out. And then we'll come up. Straightening that left leg out, flex the foot. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, lean over, get a little stretch, and breathe. Floating up. Let's stretch both legs out in front of us, give them a little release. I like a bounce and even a flop. And then we will end this little practice with one more held pose. So any props that you have, you could tuck under your knees. Step your heels mat width apart and let your hands rest away from the body. Feet wider, create some space through the pelvis. Hands out away from the body, create some space through the shoulders. Once you're positioned, turn your head gently side to side. Feel the little massage the head receives as you turn. And then coming center, squeeze your glutes nice and tight, and then let them go. Feel your seat melt down into the mat. We're going to use 3 specific exhalations here. Blowing out through pursed lips as though you were blowing through a straw. Let each exhale be long and soft and slow and barely audible. 3 times, feel your body sink and settle. Once you've had all 3, and please finish, you can either allow your breath and thoughts to just drift away for a while, or you can pay attention to each inhale and exhale as they come and go. However you decide to use this last few minutes, I'm going to leave you here to spend as much time as you need in this pose. Thank you for practicing.